I was extremely pleased with our performance tonight. I thought we played absolutely terrific defense in the first half. They did a great job of getting to the offensive boards and creating second shots, but we held to 29% from the field. And even though they made 6 threes, they're a great two-point shooting team, one of the best in the country and the best in the ACC. So we took away one part of their game. Second half, they lit it up much better. We were changing defenses. We were trying to keep Connaughton under control. He still got 22 points on 8 of 12 shooting. But I think we made him work for his baskets, and the major key was holding Atkins to only 2 for 8 shooting. At the other end, our three-point shooting is exactly where I'd like it to be. We took 17 attempts. We shared the ball nicely, had 14 assists. We had several guys in double figures, and we made our free throws, especially down the stretch.
You hadn't won an ACC home game this year. How nervous, if at all, were you in that final minute?
Well, I don't know if nervous is the right word, but, I wanted to finish the game on a positive note. We made a couple of critical errors that gave them a chance to get back, and then they also made a couple of terrific plays. But we were able to get our guys to the foul line, and they made their free throws, and when you have the lead, that's what you have to do.
And Manu had a huge that drive here for a freshman in the last minute.
Yeah, and that's something we want him to get very comfortable in that role, because he's an outstanding free throw shooter, and most of the time on those things he gets fouled. But he didn't get fouled. He had to make the shot, and he did make it and glanced it right in off the backboard.
BC upset Syracuse in the Carrier Dome tonight. Didn't know if you knew that, if you did, even if you didn't.
62-59 in overtime.
There you go. So your reaction to that first?
Well, the first thing is there's a lot of balance in the league, and I'm not saying that everybody is as good as everybody else. I'm just saying that from top to bottom, you have to be ready every night. Because if you have a bad game, that team is capable of beating you, no matter what their record says. And everybody doesn't play the same way every night. If you looked at our game at Florida State tonight, we played, I thought, terrific both nights. But if you saw our game at Virginia Tech, we didn't play so well. So it's the teams that can play consistently well under end-of-game situations. What's made Syracuse so good is not that they're blowing people out. They're winning by 5, 4. They're making a game-winning shot, a game-winning free throw, game-winning stop. All those things. They've been in a lot of close games. They've come out on top tonight. Boston College was able to pull out the victory.
Jim, in the final minute, that one where they got the steal, that baseball pass has worked for you other times this year. Is that what you wanted, and just the pass was?
Well, that was a spontaneous. That was not the baseball pass play that we normally run. Our seniors made that decision on their own. Didn't confer with me at all. Didn't tell me that that's what they were looking for. But it is better when everybody's on the same page. And the thing about it is, I think it would have been open. We just needed to time it a little bit better. And we ran it the very next time, except everything was organized. And we didn't throw it because they covered it pretty well. They knew what we were going to do.
Pretty good athlete on their side, too, who made it.
Yeah, he's a heck of a player. He got long arms, big hands. Just stretch his hand out a little bit too high. Throw over him.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.
Oh, you can take care of this right now. I don't have to stay and listen. You know what I'm saying?
Rion, you just talked about those 4 free throws there down the stretch, and they were obviously coming fast and hard at you guys.
Main thing for me was I just didn't want to be the reason we lose another home game. It's the main thing on my mind, and I know down the stretch of that Pittsburgh game also, I missed two free throws down the stretch, so that was definitely on my mind going to the line, that I just wanted to make them for our team so we can get this win.
And you guys have talked about the pressure, and just kind of the mental side of, home games versus away, trying to explain, why it's been different home and road. Did today feel any different for you?
Not necessarily. I mean, You see, when we're at home, I think the only double-digit loss we have at home is Duke. So, I mean, we've been in the game. We've been right there down the stretch, and it's just like a couple of plays go our way, we win the games, and we're, I don't know, 8-3 in the ACC right now, you know. So, we just gotta stay positive and keep working.
Derek, was there anything to the dribble penetration that worked more today versus what happened in Virginia Tech, where you guys felt that maybe that was helping the offense out?
Yeah, I think what we drew up against Virginia Tech and against Notre Dame was pretty much the same. We were just trying to get in the lane and share the ball, and it just worked better tonight. I think maybe more practice days of practicing what the game plan was. I think that definitely helped us prepare for Notre Dame.
Garrius, talk about how hot you guys were in that first half, 62% shooting. What do you attribute that to?
I think it had a lot to do with us just passing and sharing the ball. I think we got in the lane a lot, and we were just attacking, which Coach wanted us to do from the beginning, just keep attacking the rim and share the ball.
For both of you, what does this win mean just as senior leaders?
For me, I definitely didn't think coming to the ACC this would be our first home win. So for me, it was just trying to get that home win for the crowd, get everybody back to the gym and, get that feel of home court advantage again. And, I kind of felt like we were letting the fans down. They're coming out and supporting us, and, we're not playing hard enough to win. So for me, it felt great, and I hope the fans enjoyed it and come back out and watch.
Ryan, how did that all-senior lineup come about? Was that something that you guys lobbied for, or your coach just came up with that?
Nah, coach is big on leadership and experience. So he put the most experienced team out there he could, and of course that's 5 seniors that's been with him for the last 3 years. So it was more so just getting people out there that he's trusted, that he's known we're going to do what we need him to do. And another thing is, it's not a guy under 6'6" in that lineup either, and we've been having trouble with defensive rebounding, so that definitely helped also.
Little reminiscent of last year when you had all those seniors, right?
Yeah, definitely.
How about the shots by Mariner there? Because it seemed like he hit a couple and it really changed momentum when he was rolling for them. Three-pointer, the stretch it back to 10, and then the drive in the lane.
Yeah, he definitely hit some big shots. We always need Mono to step up. He's done a good job as a freshman to have that poise to be able to take those shots, step in and hit them. So we have all the confidence in the world in him to just take those shots.